Hey team, welcome to this next training on Dash robots. The purpose of this video is to explain how to select your robot, how to locate or create a profile, and how to work inside of that workspace. Once your iPad is no longer in sleep mode, you will locate the Blockly app. Go ahead and click one time on Blockly in order for it to activate. Once it fully activates, I'm going to make the assumption that you do not need to install any new software and you are ready to go. Make sure that you click that triangle one time in order to start the app. And then on this next screen, make sure that you pay attention to your teacher's leadership. If your teacher has asked you to go into an existing profile because you've been here before, then you would choose that option. If this is your first time here, you are going to manage profiles. You'll see how that arrow just dropped in. Manage profiles. When you click on manage profiles, it will give you the plus button on the left-hand side. Use the plus button to create a new profile. From here, you can make a few adjustments to that brand new profile. If your teacher has asked you to give your profile, like the team that you're working with, if you're supposed to have a specific name, then this is how you would go through that edit process. Choose the pencil right on that bottom left corner in order to edit the profile. Choose a background color that works for you. Click on the profile namespace. Use the keyboard that just popped up. Type in whatever your profile name is. You can choose that bottom right corner button in order for the keyboard to disappear. And then after that keyboard has disappeared, go ahead and click on that orange button that has the check mark in it. When you click on that check mark space one time, it's going to take you back to this Manage Profile area, and you'll notice how the name has been updated and the color has been updated. Once your profile is splendid, magnificent, perfect, go ahead and click on the back button. The back button is located in the top left corner of that particular space. And now you're over here where it says select your profile. The only way you can enter your profile is by this screen right here. You can't do it in that editing space. So click on your profile one time, and then you have these three options to choose from. Listen to your teacher's leadership. If your teacher wants you to head into puzzles, head there. If you have been in this space before, then your saved projects will be inside My Projects, or maybe your teacher is asking you to create a new project this time. So your teacher will give you specific instructions. For this next portion of the video, I'm going to head over into the Create New area. On this right-hand side where you see the plus symbol, I'm going to click one time. When you click one time on that Create New space, you will see this screen appear where it gives you the option of choosing an existing project that the Wonder Workshop has designed. So some of the code is there, but maybe you just want to edit some of the existing code. I'm going to scoot down the screen and I'm going to click right here where it says dashed line. Now, prior to clicking the Create button on the bottom right, if you would like to give your project a specific name, do you see right here in this white area where it says corn and lollipop? Well, if you actually want to put your specific name there, or if your teacher's asked you to put a specific name there, go ahead and type that. Once you have given your project a name that's specific to whatever you've been asked to do, then go ahead and click Create. After you click Create, your screen is going to change. And when your screen changes, you'll see how the code is right there, ready to go. Now, you have the ability to make significant adjustments to this project. Maybe your teacher has asked you to do something specific. Your robot is supposed to move around in a rectangle, and the rectangle is supposed to measure 20 by 60 in a rectangular formation. Well, then you would make the adjustments necessary to make that happen. Let's pretend that your teacher has asked you to modify this existing project. What would that look like? I'm going to tap on one of the turquoise buttons right here that says forward 20, very slow. Some buttons give you the ability to make adjustments. For example, maybe you want to move forward, but you want to move forward 30 centimeters, and instead of moving forward very slowly, you would like to move forward quickly. When you tap on one of these modifiable blocks, there are some options that are available to you on that very next screen. So right here we have this white stick, if you will, that's going to rotate over to the right or to the left, indicating the speed. You can scoot your finger over to the right or over to the left in order to indicate the speed. Now, over here where you see dash, and then you see those rectangles leading up to the arrow, that lets you know the distance that dash will travel, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 centimeters. It would be your job to make the adjustments on the speed or to make the adjustments on the distance, how far dash is going to go. And then once you have made those adjustments, you're going to click on that circle at the bottom that has the orange arrow inside of it. And when you click on that circle, it's going to take you back to the previous screen. And then if you made any adjustments, those will appear live on the screen. See how it says 40 and slow? It doesn't say 40 and very slow anymore. Now I'm going to head over to the toolbar on the left-hand side, and I'm going to model what it looks like to use other buttons. I have clicked on the light area inside, we can call it a drawer, the light drawer inside of the toolbox or the toolbar, and then we have all these options. I'm just going to model what it looks like to drag and drop and snap some of those blocks into place. I'm going to choose that the right ear is going to turn red. You can actually click where it shows red and then change the color. I'm going to click on sound. I'm going to model what it looks like for Dash to bring in a weird sound. Now I'm going to click over into the toolbox all over again, and I'm going to showcase yet another option. I'm going to click where it says animate, and now Dash is going to take off. So there are lots of different options for you over on the left. Now let's pretend that you have changed your mind and you want to throw these away. Over on the bottom right-hand side, you'll notice how I'm modeling what it looks like to throw blocks in the trash. If you change your mind and you want to get rid of some of them, just use your index finger, break those blocks apart, take them over to the trash can, let go, and then those blocks will disappear. I am thankful that lots of resources have an undo button. I can't begin to tell you how many times I have made a mistake. I am so thankful that there's an undo button over here on the right-hand side. You have an undo and you have a redo button. So you can go forward or back in history. I'm going to click the undo button one time, and you'll notice how all of those blocks that I just threw away magically reappeared on the screen. Don't ever feel like you need to throw your entire project away if you've ever made a mistake. No, 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 no. My recommendation to you is take things apart if possible and only get rid of the pieces that are unimportant to you. Maybe there's just one piece that needs to be thrown away. Why throw the whole project away if there's just one piece that needs to be thrown away? On the left-hand side, we have the accessory button. And inside of the accessory button, there are a series of blocks that will allow us to use some pretty advanced resources. Inside of the Dash robot boxes, we have access to the launching mechanism, we have access to the pen set, and we also have access to a pinch and grab mechanism. If your teacher has asked you to use any of these advanced resources, you would use the word accessory over here in the bottom left in order to locate those resources so that they can snap into spot perfectly. If you want to use the pen and you want your pen to lift or lower, you can use the pen to lift and lower. If you would like to use the launcher and you would like to launch something, you'll notice how there is the load launcher button block, and there is the launch power block as well. In the very bottom of this toolbox area, we have the gripper open and the gripper closed block. By bringing each of those blocks over to your workspace, you are telling your robot to perform these specific functions. All right, one last thing. Let's pretend that you want to change projects. You're in one project, but you want to scoot over to a different one instead. The pancake over here on the top left allows you to move through the app. So if you want to move back to the puzzle area or the My Projects area or the Create New area, then use the pancake one time. If you accidentally clicked that button and you really didn't want to go there, feel free just to use that back button. It will take you back to the project you were originally working on. Let me tap on My Projects one time just to show you. Oh, there you see it. My corn and lollipop project is sitting right there inside of My Projects. Team, thank you so much for paying attention to this video. I hope that you enjoy every part of this coding adventure. Have a great day. Bye-bye. You can click on the subscribe button right here once you have found my channel. After you click the red subscribe button, a bell will appear on the right-hand side. Click on the bell. From the drop-down menu, choose the word All. From this point forward, YouTube will automatically send you updates whenever new content arrives on my channel.